these were our September winners. Meaningful Work is the third program that we've developed. This program is intended to serve as a strong motivator for success, and it's working to help students sort of develop responsibility. Another intention is to foster self-esteem. So the kids who participate in this program are usually nominated by their teachers, myself or Mr. Clean, and also the occupational therapist plays a pretty big role in sort of suggesting kids who might need a sensory break as well. So this program assigns tasks to students that they carry out at a certain day at a certain time. It ranges from collecting attendance forms, distributing newsletters, or helping with our recycling program. And with the support of faculty and staff, we effectively schedule to utilize time tests. So they're not missing important lecture periods. We're really trying to structure it during their day so it sort of flows with that as well. And so I just wanted to include some, oh, these are dark. Some of the jobs include delivering attendance. I don't know if you can see my friends there. And then recycling as well. So, show us your Bulldog Pride so we can catch me in there. I don't know if you have any questions, but I've got to answer.
I just think it's great to reinforce the positive aspects, and I'm sure this has kept Mr. Clean's office totally empty this entire first few months. So it's great to see that because, you know, obviously when kids get in trouble, we as parents know about that, but it's good to reinforce the, and Mr. Derby has talked a lot about this, it's how you kind of position things and write things in student handbooks, and if you are more positive in the way you present things, maybe you get a different response from the student body, and I think that's, you know, I think that's what we need to try to achieve at all our schools, so it's great.
It's great too, the research certainly illustrates that it works, but it's also pretty powerful when you're standing in the lunchroom with a sticker in your hand and everyone's like, you know, quiet and neat and really working. So it's really great to see them like wanting to be caught and be invested in the program.
It's taken our students a long time to understand too, because it's caught being good.
Right.
You can't catch everyone being good, and we are fortunate to be in a school where our students are wonderful. But it also, we get to choose our opportunities to make them teachable moments too. If there's somebody that might be having a little bit more difficulty, to catch somebody close by, to catch their attention, to understand what it means to be appropriate at different times during the day. So I think our kids over the course of a year and a half have really started, because it's very powerful. If you ever want to come in during dismissal and stand at the bottom of the stairs with a roll of stickers, you'll see kids straighten up and quiet up as quickly as anything. And it breaks your heart not to be able to give them all stickers, but that defeats the purpose of the program. So it's been a delicate balance, and we continue to look at how to implement the best way we can.
And I think teachers have been really supportive as well in terms of when kids return to their classroom with a sticker or have been nominated for Bulldog Pride, they review and go over, what did you get that sticker for? Why do you think you were nominated? And sort of reinforce why that happened. So I think it's been really great, and it's great to see the students sort of enjoy it and the teachers take a good effort with it as well.
I guess that's the thing I like about it, and I've never been accused of being politically correct, but I like the fact that you kind of pick out kids who are going above and beyond versus the let's give a being good sticker to everybody today because everybody should get a being good sticker. Instead, you're trying to cite examples of extra positive behavior, which I think is good to set examples for other kids. So I like that. Anybody else? Great. Thanks.
Thank you. I'll take a minute to pull it back over there. The second part of our presentation tonight is one of the things that always gets attention at the Batchelder School is our wonderful wheat field. Everybody drives up on Haverhill Street and sees the wheat field. And to understand, oh, you're way too close. I'm going to be moving back over here. The camera makes me nervous. And over the years from before when we left Peabody Street to go to Stoneham, it was just a wheat field as it stood, and we started off at something small. Over the past few years, Mr. Cassell has been able to grow this into a whole program that brings so many meaningful, lifelong learning opportunities to students and families that I am very proud of as principal of this school, because not only does it get our students a lot of recognition through the transcript and papers in, is it North Dakota? South Dakota, to the fun pages. It also has allowed Mr. Cassell was named the 2007 Massachusetts Agricultural Teacher of the Year because of his Field to Plate program. So I'd like to give him a nice round of applause for that. And what I thought I would do is I'd just give a quick opportunity just to understand a little bit of what is going on there and how he brings it back into the classroom. It's not just a little field out there. It's really amazing on how he involves the students and the families from the spring and carries over to the school year. So I'm going to turn that over to Mr. Cassell for a few minutes and tell you a little bit more about that program.
This is like theater in the round with one-sided props.
We like that.
Let me just move this table over this way if I might. First of all, I'll tell you right now, there isn't time for fun stuff that doesn't relate to the curriculum. That's gone. So all of what we do out there with the field and the other things that are in the classroom tie into our curriculum. They're all curriculum related. Now I'm going to give you a dog and pony show without the dog and the pony because I'm going to be very quick. Normally a presentation on our Field to Play program to teachers takes between 1 and 2 hours. So we're going to be really brief. As I say, no dog, no pony. I need, however, to bring up a few props. And this is true with, oh, thank you, sir. I left him the heavy one. Third graders, and maybe a lot of us, learn with more than our ears or our eyes, learn with our hands, the way we feel, our bodies, whatnot. And what we've got here at the batch, and it, as Mr. Killeen mentions, it's evolved. It started out as a wheat field. And I should be saying we, because this is a team effort. All third graders who pass through this school get this experience. All the teachers participate. We're all involved. I'm kind of the front man, the PR guy. I'm the one who goes out and gives the presentations in Connecticut and Ludlow, wherever they want to learn about how schools are using agriculture to get kids involved and excited. As far as I know, this is a unique program. Kansas State University calls me when someone in New England needs a sheaf of wheat, okay? Because they don't keep it in sheaves, we do. It's an interdisciplinary program that enhances the third grade learning experience with what I think is exciting and memorable hands-on curriculum-related activities. Underlying all the other activities is the process of making food and eating it from what you grow. And learning through that process a lot of things. We grow wheat. That's wheat. Those are sheaves. We had about 100 of these in my garage during the summer. They come in July to take care of that. We grow corn. This is flint corn, also known as Indian corn. It is not ornamental corn. The ornamental corn you buy is much bigger and has more rows on it. I might point out, somewhat proudly, this is what was grown this year in the field in North Reading. About 100 ears, like this. This is the corn that was grown in Stoneham. It must be the climate or the soil or something. But this was a great experience, perhaps better than this, because they realized that you starve if you grow this kind of corn and you're a pilgrim. We also, this year, every year we grow corn, beans, and squash, which is the Wampanoag Three Sisters. It's part of our curriculum. It ties in. We tie in the plants unit. Why do you plant the beans with the corn? It's nitrogen fixing. This is the crop of beans that we grew this year at the batch. This will be converted into baked beans. Now, what does that have to do with the curriculum? Well, as all of you know, Boston is known for baked beans. Why? Puritans. Can't cook on Sunday. This is a meal you prepare Saturday night, leave it in the coals. It's a long cooked thing. They'd have a hot meal on Sunday without breaking their religious laws. So here we tie these things together, the social studies, the science, the measuring that is done to make these things. We get involved with the lives of the Wampanoag, the Pilgrim, the Puritan. In science, it's plant growth, pollination, soil testing. Soil testing is critical. You don't get crops like this without testing the soil and making adjustments. And we make adjustments as much as we can with natural fertilizers, with manure, composted cow manure. The apples we're planting, they're tying into a little bit longer term project about Johnny Chapman, man or myth. We're supposed to be reading, according to the Massachusetts frameworks, biographies of Massachusetts, famous Massachusetts people. There are very few third grade level biographies available, unless you want to read about Paul Revere. You know. We looked at Johnny Appleseed, John Chapman, and said, look, there's a whole lot of books available at this level, at third grade level. A lot of them are fiction. They're Disney videos we can look at. So we can look and try to figure out primary, secondary source, start teaching those skills to question what you read and see. Technology and engineering. You got a lot of this. Each year, we give students a few of these at their desks. We tell them thresh, which is removed from the stalk, and winnow. Take all the little, get all the little seeds out of the chaff. And they all do that. They count them up. I got 20, I got 30. And they said, fine, we got a garage full of this. We can't do it that way. How do we do it? It's problem solving. And they try to figure out how to solve it. We look at how the colonists did it with a flail, with stomping feet. And then we actually go and we have an afternoon where we do it. We physically thresh the wheat. There's authentic research involved. When we ask people, when do you plant wheat? They said it's easy. Every farmer we asked said it's easy. It's when the oak leaves are the size of squirrel ears. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, with the size of squirrel ears, or when that is, we had to do research, figure out exactly what does that mean. Similarly, we've had to deal with moles, pigeons, squirrels, cutworms. Every one of those opportunities, that's the kind of problem that was faced by early colonists. And our students have to face it, have to figure out how to deal with it and take action. There's the application of the scientific method. Right now we have a test going on in our field because we got some very curious conflicting information about how far apart to plant wheat. It was either 5 inches or in rows 8 inches apart, half an inch apart. I mean, it didn't make any sense. So we decided we would plant in a variety of ways. Map the field. Mapping. Oh, it's one of the third grade curriculums. And watch and see what happens. Authentic writing. I love this. We've done a couple of these. This is the Globe Fun pages that we wrote on corn. Here we looked into the story of whether there was popcorn at Plymouth, and we had a headline story, everyone eats grass seed, because of course wheat and corn are both grasses. They learn these things in third grade. Here we had a fun pages on bread from your backyard, on the wheat project, how you can grow bread with wheat from your own backyard. We've gotten wonderful coverage in the community from the transcript. And, it's been really great. I would like to point out we do get coverage. North Reading is known in Corazon and Sioux County, which is just, it's McLaughlin, South Dakota, in case you're going through. And it is just south of the North Dakota border, right in the middle of the state.